tell you how much I've come to hate you. It was you scumbags, who just had to have a big 1-year anniversary special. And in your infinite wisdom, you decided the people should vote on which game you play. You didn't expect them to pick Broken Sword over my game, did you? You thought you had it all in the bag, didn't you? Well, now you've done it. You've denied me my spotlight and sunk me into this straitjacket of cameo appearances and one-off gags. Chris! It was your hubris that got us into this mess. Do you remember? Oh, you've been planning on playing my game this entire time, haven't you? Dropping hints and references as far back as your very first video over 1 year ago. Oh, you talked a big game, made sure to subliminally tell your little drones to vote for me. But you didn't count on one tiny, itsy-bitsy thing. You didn't count on how much your viewers, your so-called fans, hated your guts. They went ahead and picked the one game you didn't want to play just to spite you. They get off on watching you in agony. A trait I guess we have in common. Jason! You were actually happy that this game was picked, weren't you, monsieur? You were so excited to get to play a game that Chris has dreaded and loathed since childhood, but you have secretly yearned for since the very first time you sat down to play an adventure game. Be careful what you wish for, Jason. And remember, you asked for this. Remember, it's only pain. Andy! Do they know you're a fraud, Andy? Have you told them of the games you really want to play? About Iggy and his wrecking balls? About Glover? About Micro Maniacs Racing for the PlayStation 1? About your secret drawer filled with the N64 Bomberman games? Or maybe even that little space station with the cute robot animals? Do they know? The comment section of YouTube can only torture you half as well as I can, but still, we might as well give the people what they want. I have a secret game I'd like you to play. It's a very nice game. Oh, it's a lovely game. A game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of mimes and frogs and bad puzzles. A game of men with ponytails and rude Americans and the smell of rotting croissants. Which of you three would like to play my little game?
None of us?
Too bad. Oh, and boys, before I forget, happy anniversary.
These people ask for this shit. Let's just give it to them. Let's do it.
Speaking of shit, let's get this out of the way. We would like to apologize to the French people for what may be said during this Let's Play. This game takes place in France, and I'm going to say it's chock full of stereotypical French things. We also got to say we're sorry to the Irish people, because I think a little bit of this game takes place in Ireland as well.
Yes.
But Irish people kind of have it coming because Jay Hunter, that cretin, got on Twitter and told people to vote for this game. So Jay Hunter, I hold you and all of the people in Dublin responsible for this atrocity.
And quick disclosure, we've played through about 75% of this game at one point.
I think walked away out of disgust.
Chris wouldn't let me finish the game. We couldn't finish.
My computer crashed. Wink.
Paris, city of love, romance, and dreams. So they say. I used to say it too, but ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Uh-oh.
Is that what you're talking about, Chris? Right there, right from the beginning?
Someone in France was murdered. France is ruined forever because of this one murder has destroyed them. As we could see, first cameo of the game, Brooklyn from Gargoyles. if you're a big fan of this game, my first question is why? That's number one. And second, I just like to make this quick statement. Sorry, I know you guys voted for us to play this game, but we're gonna rip it apart. I'm not a fan. I don't know how Jason leans. I am not a fan of this game. If you could take all the elements of point-and-click adventure games that I love and make a game out of them, it would be I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream, or maybe Maniac Mansion. But scientifically that would mean, or at least comic book science, that'd mean an opposite would exist, and that would be this game.
When my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royale now.
Parker, I need those pictures right away.
With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon. No photos, so leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why. Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
And then call pass interference.
So charming and so very apt. Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero.
Let's hope he's also a hairstylist.
Infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away.
Racist stereotype number one.
Ah, he's creepy.
Here I was, the palace of the media king and the ice queen.
The ice cream.
I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
I guess you should have tipped him.
What is it?
Madame, my name is Nico Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the
Her name
first
is
floor.
Nuka Cola?
And before you ask, no, I'm not the
Michael,
person
it's
that
a pleasure to
ruined the
meet
Velvet Underground's first album.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation.
So, is the stereotype in France that everyone's orange?
They
Will
love
you
spray
be
tans.
Staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty. You're too kind, madame.
My husband's also made of water. That's why he keeps pouring over people.
The talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
I am Monsieur Turkey Neck.
I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please.
I'm just gonna shake you a
But I
bit.
do not flatter you either.
Shake, shake.
I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic.
We were, as you say in America, the butt buddies.
Your damned cat's in my study.
That mime's the
again.
worst thief ever.
Another Ming vase, I suppose.
Or maybe
Filthy
Excuse me for
one-percenters.
moment, my dear girl.
maybe that wasn't a mime. Maybe that was Link. Maybe he got in.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame.
Also, we journalists are Time Lords, as you say.
That was no cat. My God, what? Monsieur Carchon.
Always tip street performers.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here.
Wait, her hand's moving
There was a man.
up there, but not
It was
down
the mime.
there.
Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
This is probably the
No
cat.
wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nico Coulard.
Again, I'm not the
alone
person
at
who's
the
part of
scene
the
of
Monkey D.
crime.
Luffy crew, so stop
Should I
asking.
wait for the cops? Or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
No brainer, like the people who made this game.
These are the rules on how to interrogate
The briefcase
and
is your
investigate.
inventory. The diary icon is to access your diary. The question mark gets puzzle hints. And the spanner icon saves and restores your game.
Wait, which button summons the official hint keeper?
The one on the desk right there.
Oh,
Here, hit it.
okay.
Hi, I'm the official hint keeper, and here's a hint for you, Jason. You should have picked a better game to let's play. Oh,
Oh, hint keeper. You're not really that helpful.
fuck you.
Mimes and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mime. I'd come across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer. At least that's what I'd called him.
My boss calls him Spider-Man.
Wait, so
I closed
she
his
just made
eyes.
up a name and just like,
It was the least
you know,
I could
as
do for the
everyone,
poor fellow.
I mean, just me knows him as.
Yeah, well, everyone knows him as the costume killer, just like how, people give names to criminals, like the Green Goblin.
I also thought it was very
Some
appropriate
people
that the
hate
mime
switching
used a
comics back and
silencer.
forth. Me, I'm okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
Oh, he got him with the paintball gun. Look, see, he didn't even break through the
Actually,
shirt.
I think that's a steak fry.
Oh my gosh, more fries? Delicious.
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau
We better
de la
watch out for the mummy.
Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I'd
Yeah, I'm really surprised they have steak fries in France. I thought they were just French fries.
Going back now. Carchon had been shot.
What?
Oh no!
When did this happen? I opened his eyes again
It was
just to
one
be a
of my
dick.
hair clips. My favorite, in fact.
One of yours?
It
What?
must have fallen when I was knocked down.
This means I'm the murderer.
I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it. I closed his eyes. I opened it.
He's alive. See, he's blinking.
Blink 1 for yes, I was murdered, and 2 for no, I'm just in pain and
Oh,
paralyzed.
so I was hoping I could put my finger in his mouth and go. Hi everyone, I'm Monsieur Collard. I leave everything to Nico, and no, not that bitch from Andy Warhol's factory. Okay, so let's go read a good book.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions.
What a clue.
Does she have John dies at the end? I've been meaning to read that. And I know I saw the movie first, but, I could always go back.
A bust of Pierre Carchon, humble servant of La France.
He has busts of himself?
Pierre Carchon again. His eyes.
No, you
I bet
just
they closed-
closed them.
A
Sorry,
small
Pete, Andy,
round
do that.
piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
How did the mime fit through that hole? You're right, he is an amazing street performer.
So he just cut a hole in that glass? I guess a soldier's way. Saves the
I
day.
didn't want
We're
to
looking for
cut
Bruce Dern.
myself
Bruce
in
Dern is the
blood and
killer.
glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
That's not what I've heard.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone.
And I
As he
jumped to
folded
my
that ladder up,
death.
popped
You would
it
have
in
loved
his
that
pocket and
ending.
took it with him.
Because it would be
Yes.
short.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues
So he
to
just-
the murder, and I needed to find them.
So did she say the clown folded the ladder and popped it in his pocket and took it with him?
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess he kills with clown logic. Does that mean if he's going to do a drive-by, he's in an itty-bitty car, but then 15 guys jump out?
No, it was a Jacob's ladder.
Does that mean we're looking for Tim Robbins now?
Chris, if you put down the ECM jammer, the police
A
won't get here as
medieval
quickly.
pattern.
No one will be able to call them.
Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune.
I don't know. It seems a little bit
A
derivative to
Louis
me. I wouldn't really
XIV
call it
table
original.
With an antique cloth. Imelda had taste. But hey, with a husband that rich, taste is easy. I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
Spoiler alert. Not really.
I reckon that every single item that I pick up will be useful, and every item I say to
Even a
myself,
fingernail
"Oh,
wouldn't
not
fit
useful,"
into
will
such a
not be
small
useful.
hole.
I'm not gonna touch that joke. because I don't have a good one.
It was a tube of
Okay.
acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the color I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is.
Oh yes, for the Emperor!
Young
Wait a minute,
lady,
she's
what
gonna steal
are
that
you
one tube of
doing?
paint to do her
Oh,
entire
this
bathroom?
paint. It's my favorite color.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
I plan on fighting the French Eldar and the French Jean
Eliza
Stellars.
had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
Wow, what a catty bitch. The lady's husband just died. You
She
can at
doesn't
least be
seem to
like,
care that much.
"Eh, you're a good painter."
Excuse me, madame.
But you have no talent.
Yes?
Excuse me, madam, but your husband, a mime, and some random dude.
Now you have 3 lucky bachelors to start your new life with. 1. Another.
Bachelor number 1, did you kill my husband?
Bachelor number 3. Well, how would you say you would speak to a lady on the first date?
Just realized I can't do hand gestures in front of a microphone.
I say go with bachelor number 3.
Who is 2?
No, we don't
Yeah,
care.
who is? No, Harry Osborn? Is she? Are these your dialogue options, or is she just gonna like turn into these people like Manny faces, or is she gonna do impressions? It's me, your husband. I hope I don't get shot by a mime.
I'm so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
You're right,
Not
fuck
true.
you.
We shall see.
Well, she
How
just
did your
said.
husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard.
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women.
Well, I can assure you, my father was not a woman.
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
Why did your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No, and frankly, I preferred it that way. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronize me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
Jeez, lady, chill your dick. She's just trying to do her job.
Oh, I haven't heard that one in a while.
I'm bringing it back.
Okay, so I guess Peter Molyneux had a hand in designing this game.
Okay, you get to choose. Are you going to be good or evil?
Wait, Teresa the Blind Seer's not gonna walk us through this and like your actions affect so many people.
I have a
certainly
feeling
don't
Chris
let
is
it get
going
in the
to
way of
go
a good
for
story.
evil.
I admire
Renegade.
your loyalty to your profession.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family,
Wow,
friends?
she actually liked
No.
you being
I have no
a bad
family.
person. Okay.
Pierre and I were. He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The dutiful wife.
That's why I had him
was
killed
my
by a
role.
mime. The end.
He never talked, never let me in.
I know one
The
thing,
dutiful
madame.
wife and assassin
You
puts
want
on my
to find
makeup.
out who killed your husband? Then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
He never talked and never let you in. Well, that didn't work a lot better for the mime, didn't it?
Why should I trust you? Because I'm a demon.
Because you have no choice.
I'm Diablo.
This will take weeks. In
Because
this
you're a
time, your
chicken
own life
chaser.
may be in danger.
What?
Believe me, this killer has struck before, and he will strike again. Who is to know
The
that you
Reapers are
not
coming.
next on his list?
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
I think perhaps you do have a moral sense. Of sorts. You're not a very good liar, Nico Collard. And I share your low opinion of the police. Here, take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Ghoulies.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret this. There was no one I needed to phone. Not until I had solved this case. Madame Cachon,
Please call me Imelda. We hardly need the formalities now, do we?
Did Mr. Carchon say nothing to you about my father?
No, I'm sorry, he never mentioned him.
I
Oh,
was sure
okay, I
that
guess
there
that's
was more to
all the
find.
dialogue options.
I just had to keep looking.
Hey, you got a key. Da da
That's
da
right.
da. I was really hoping she was going to give you a piece of heart, but what are you going to
You
do?
were
That
obsessed with
hole
Zelda.
won't. You can't put the key in the hole, right?
No, it's for the door.
A
For the
magnificent
door down the hall.
Yeah, it's a great antique table. Let me. Please, can I? Oh, you actually gotta
It wouldn't
drag it.
fit.
Nope.
So what lock are we gonna have to pick with that bobby pin? Or is this going to be the first game where you use a bobby pin to do something else?
You
Yeah,
use-
fix your hair.
You're going to use it to kill a man. Kill that
Was
mime.
locked.
Oh no, how can we get through a locked door?
Try the hairpin or the paint.
This door's
Now
been
we were
painted
getting
shut.
somewhere.
I'm calling the landlord.
I didn't need the lights on. It was light enough already. This wasn't the time for me to lie on the sofa doing my Marie Antoinette impression. Though it is very popular at parties, especially with gay guys. Don't ask me why.
You know, gay guys have that fixation with cutting women's heads off.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed.
Oh, it's from the
with
Yawn
mathematical
Dynasty?
Precision. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
Pour the paint in the tray. And then put the elephant in it. That's
Okay.
how you solve the puzzle. Are you fucking serious?
I'm just doing what you said, Andy. God.
Red blue paint over the
What
bottom
am I
of the
doing
tray.
wrong?
It's an antique, lady.
I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one.
I'm going home and going to spank myself.
I didn't want to take
Can you
the
stop
tray, but I
getting
knew
so
that I could
sexual
use
in
it.
your own diary?
Anyway, I was
Are you
going
fucking
back to
Laura
my
Palmer?
My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father. I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Carchon had
I named
to
him
know my
Trunky.
father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant.
Wait, you keep your
but
trunky
really
in a
meant
box?
nothing to Imelda.
I just flew away. Whee! Bye, elephant.
I'm starting to remember the reasons why I hate this game. The moment
She's
I
a,
saw that
Je-
elephant.
she's a Jedi. We forgot that crucial
I
plot
didn't
point.
want to
Put
take
the-
it anyway. I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blue.
Yes, you do.
Wait, look for some paper.
It was a
What-
sheet
what-
of
hold
blue-
on, what about-
Its cracks?
What about the handkerchief?
No.
Fuck you, lady.
Wait.
I'm brilliant.
Is there a... Wait, can you open that drawer? Like down there at the bottom? No? Oh, man, I was hoping maybe you could. Man, you better figure it out before that paint dries.
Look, I'm just gonna spread paint all over this bitch's stuff.
What if it's oil paint?
'Cause, I mean, I've already made it quite clear that I don't like her.
Spray some paint all over this priceless piece of art.
Painting showed the Carchons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
I've got a really bad memory.
I get the two confused all the time.
The painting was attached firmly to the wall.
That's why I failed out of English class. We were doing a study on Dostoevsky's Brothers Karamazov, and I kept writing down like my lucky numbers and you will be helped by a handsome stranger soon.
There was the very faintest of clicks.
Guys, do you think the microphone's picking up my mouse when I click on things? Because she just said there's
You're
the
breaking
faintest-
the immersion, Chris.
Behind the picture was a safe.
Okay. Well, there's a
The safe
keyhole.
was locked. I needed the key.
Do you think?
Aha!
The safe's lock was too secure for me to pick. How come it always works in movies, huh?
I know the video games. Don't forget that.
Well, good ones.
It was the wrong kind of key.
Can we just get Elizabeth Comstock to come in here and just pick all the locks for us?
Try going through the door at the other end of the room.
I was hoping that maybe Jill could show up, because she is the master of unlocking.
Locked.
What?
Not surprising.
That's because you didn't use the handle. Try that again. Look. You
Not
missed.
surprising, really.
Yeah, it's not surprising because that's not how you use a door.
Huh. Okay, we were joking about using the hair clip earlier. But if memory serves me...
I think it's the other dot.
Oh. Sorry to break kayfabe, guys, but like I said, me and Jason have played this game before, so...
That's not breaking kayfabe if we openly disclose that information.
Aha! Nico.
I don't
You
think you
are
understand
just
like
so
what
damn
kayfabe
good at
means,
this stuff.
Jason.
That's the
If John Cena comes out, cuts a promo and says, "Hey everyone, wrestling's fake,"
Because there was
and then drops the
something going on
microphone.
here, and I had to get.
she is a
answers
Jedi. See,
before
that's the
cops
that's the
arrived.
bottom part of a
And hey,
lightsaber.
she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Bitch!
Woo!
You know what else she had coming? Getting her husband murdered.
Okay, so that's a key, right?
Madame, you are under arrest for thieving stuff from Madame Collard. The bitch had it coming. Oh, I can't argue with that.
See, most people keep their secret keys under their welcome mat, but they have a really expensive ornate table that they couldn't just leave lying around. We're gonna find the piece of paper we need. It's gonna be one piece of paper.
In
Well,
the
it's
safe
potato.
was some kind of artifact. There were
Ancient potato.
strange symbols
No,
on
it's a
its
Kinder
surface.
Egg.
It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was past carrying.
That makes it okay, right?
Remember, if someone doesn't know they own something, it's perfectly okay to steal it from them.
Wow, this lady is on the cover of Unlikable Protagonist Monthly.
And in my will, I leave my entire $10 million fortune. He had $10 million? Well, you didn't know about it, so it's mine now.
Chris, why'd you squish that friendly blue worm? Aw, you
Rolled
killed
the
him.
artifact in the paint until it was completely coated.
It's a great story. Also, you put it back in your jacket, so
No.
you just made a huge mess.
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank.
I think we just explained you definitely need that sheet of
Put the
blotting paper.
potato on
Antique
it.
tray with paint spread all over it. Not
Oh
a
yes,
lot I could do with that.
forgot about my blue potato.
Yeah, put that on. There you go. See, she just got the paint all over her.
Genius. The roller and the paint worked just as I planned. But what did it say?
And now I can paint my apartment.
It was some kind of coded message. It read, "Sub judice." I may not have learned a lot as a journalist,
And so this is
but that was a term I
this.
knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense. I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law codes.
I think you're just making
So,
up words. I don't understand any of this.
Sub-judice could,
Not a
in this
madam.
case, mean
I'm a
literally
concierge.
Under the law codes, below the conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It
What a
was also
hipster.
one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
I
So-
believe it is the Golden Globe.
So she can't appreciate all this opulence and stuff, right? But she has no problem stealing all of it.
Oh, the, how you say, Caldecott Award will be mine. I am going to win the blueberry for sure.
So she's got a life of poverty and she's okay with stealing.
Yep.
Does that mean that
She's like Aladdin.
well yeah, I guess you could say that. Is Les Mis like not supposed to be a story about how it's okay to steal if you're poor? Is it like, oh, he shouldn't have stolen that bread. He's just French, and French people, if they're poor, just believe you can steal anything.
Oh,
They
it's
should stop whining.
Redistribution of wealth.
that is why when you go to French hotels, they never have any towels or soaps. Okay, we had a little bit of a time traveling glitch right there because we paused so that the audio file wouldn't get too big to render, and then I accidentally moved her clear across the room.
Also, we solved the mystery.
Oh yeah, we know who killed Monsieur
Off camera.
So
We watched him die.
No, but we know the identity of the mime.
Or is it mime?
No,
we just
all
used
mimes are
that.
the same, right?
We used that cloth to wipe the paint off of his face.
it was the blue mime.
Funny story. When we played this game earlier, like I said, we only got about 75% into the game, but there was a point when we saved the file and it glitched, and it told us we had, wasn't it like 147%?
It was 500%.
Oh yeah, it was.
I think I have a screenshot of it somewhere. But let's go talk to this lady.
Or are you gonna go kiss her? Or
Yeah, I'm gonna eat her. Nom nom nom.
Did you find anything useful?
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained
He was
anything.
always friends
No.
with the lead singer of the
But I
band
think it was
Toto.
important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
sub judice.
what a fucking bitch.
I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Well, now that I got my new elephant, I'm gonna name him Tuskers. So we got Trunky and
Grandchamp wasn't
Tuskers.
the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
He was skipping rocks, which is illegal in France.
The fence wouldn't move.
Ah, this is the part of the game where me and Geralta Rivera go down to the sewers to hunt a cockatrice.
They really locked down the bathrooms here in France.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
Like
It
in a
was
church or
embroidered on the
something.
lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Is this fucking national treasure or some shit? Everything just fits together for no specific reason.
No, there's a specific reason. They're just not going to explain why.
Andy,
pushing the
don't
fence,
mention
but it
that movie
wouldn't move.
again. If you mention it 3 times, we summon
A
Nicolas
strange
Cage to do
pair
this
of
Let's
locks
Play.
Stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
He's like Beetlejuice, but he has an even worse hairline. Oh god, no.
Let's play some Rush Hour.
Is Jackie Chan gonna be in it? Oh god. This is where everyone on the internet realizes how dumb Chris Vaughn is.
Yeah, this is what made him realize that.
This is when Chris and Jason Kelly stopped being friends. Ah, Zutelor, I have discovered it!
Yes. One down, one to go.
Zutelor, I just realized I'm a racist.
This is what made you realize that? It'd be great if it's just like, oh, it's already been solved.
The mime has already been here. He solved it for us.
It's more like this is a public place, And so anybody can just come and be like, "Oh, cool,
Oh, wait.
puzzle."
Nothing like a good convent
There we
education
go.
for honing your
Booyah!
lockpicking skills.
I did it. I solved the puzzle in one try. Andy, give me the mouse back.
There.
Whoa, did you see that? He solved the puzzle so hard, the door burst off its hinges.
Way to go, Andy. You freaking broke the game.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock
Just
system.
hope he didn't break my
This
sword.
place was definitely fishy.
Why is there a giant
In more ways
rotted
than
Pope's
one.
hat in the middle of this room?
Yeah, I agree, Jason. That's really weird. This is France. The Pope doesn't live in France.
Nope, but it's where he keeps his hats.
Oh, okay.
Oops.
No! No!
An
Oh,
old shell case.
I think that's part of
I
a
wondered
boat.
what that was
Or
doing
half of
there.
a Pope's hat.
They make him big and then they shrink him down like Shrinky Dinks.
Or like chocolate bars in
Moving
Willy
the
Wonka's
skiff would only
factory.
damage it more.
Wait a minute. Doesn't the Pope live in the Vatican?
Yeah.
They don't have an attic in the Vatican?
The words sinister and Dexter.
I'm just saying, that's where I'd store my
on
Pope
either
hats.
side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman.
I hate the
formula.
show Dexter. I don't care how sinister he is.
Oh, are you kidding? That's one of my favorite shows. I'm so sad it's over.
You know what? You know what movie I hate? I hate the movie Sinister. I don't care how dexterous the writer of the script was. It was shaky, but I think I pulled it off. Well, good thing we have.
Oh, I
Put
thought
the
you.
potato in the glory hole.
I thought
solved.
Tuskers could have
Half-off
helped you. You should have
stone
put Tuskers
cylinder.
in there. He'll crawl
Slot it
through and he'll
into
like solve the
hole
puzzle for
with
you.
a satisfying click.
It's gonna be hard. I'm always gonna get Trunky and Tuskers mixed up.
Okay,
He made a radio
so,
with a fleur de lis.
guess what, everyone?
You can listen to the Saints on NFL radio or something.
So we got our code SDSSDSS.
A satisfying
So
click.
You-
Told
that,
me I
that must
turned
have really
it to
good
the right
reception if
position.
you can listen to NFL radio in
It felt like
France.
tumblers
Yeah.
in a safe.
Never mind. I thought SDSSDS was the code, but if the first letters are,
Another click. Another step closer.
So we just have to figure out the right.
RS.
SD, Sinister Dexter. So pull up the code again.
Thank you.
Okay, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, so
So we went
I went left,
and
right,
Now
so left twice.
One more. Now right. Okay, now pull up the handkerchief again, because I think the last one is left again, right? Or left twice?
Left. D.
Wait, we
SS.
just yeah.
Yeah.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
I have uncovered the secret of Saints Row. Is this the tomb of Johnny Gat?
Why the fuck not?
This is one of my favorite rooms.
Why is this one of your favorite rooms?
Cause you know the puzzle's so simple.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
remember
god.
this room.
The
I
slab came
remember
down
why I
with a
hate this
hell of
game.
a force. With nothing to hold it up.
Let's just
the
go check
cross
this
clamped
out and
back
wait a
down.
minute.
If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
Sounds
Maybe
like,
I can get some guy from Jerusalem to maybe put the cross on his shoulder. That could keep it up, right?
No, you need
Keeping
to
the
put
cross
something
closed
that's gonna
and
wedge in
stored.
there, like
And also
like
open
the Son of
some
Man.
stone panel.
Oh god, we're
Each
trapped!
piece.
Okay, so you got items. It's probably not the hairpin.
How are you guys not worried? We're trapped in here.
Don't worry,
The stone
Tuskers
cross
will help us
was
out.
propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
What'd you prop it up with? A shotgun shell?
Yeah, we found a shotgun shell. Don't worry, it's the only time we'll ever use that item in
I
this puzzle.
touched the slot.
Or in this
Nothing
game.
bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed
Dumb
for something
slot.
specific. But what?
Also, those two lines of dialogue were obviously not recorded at the same time.
Just put your hand into the slot.
Put the candle back.
Just put your hand in the hole and do not have fear. Fear is the mind killer.
Pick up the can.
Oh.
Try the bus pass. Or the...
Just gonna fucking rip this elephant up and just stick it
No!
in piece by piece.
Oh.
You leave Tuskers alone.
What is that, a condom?
Look, okay. We're not naming it Tuskers. I'm stepping in right now.
It's too late. It's
No,
already been
no,
done.
shh.
Trunky and
It's- no,
Tuskers.
shut up. Its name is Stevie Nicks.
Yes!
Okay? Andy agrees with me. The elephant's name
Tuskers.
is it's Stevie Nicks.
But I don't get the reference.
Well, because that's your problem for being stupid,
Yeah.
not listening to music. Despite the fact that our last Let's Play, you're the one who brought up Fleetwood Mac.
Now I feel like there's going to be a large elephant in the room that no one wants to discuss with me.
Okay,
I think I want to stop discussing the elephant when you kept talking about Tuskers.
so we got like an XLR cable, a condom.
I touched the slot, which was this slot was
Okay,
designed
try-
Do I just stick my hand in it? Nothing happens.
Okay, so try opening the...
Do I go get my
I
potato
removed
back?
the shell case.
But... Oh wait, don't you put the shell case on the floor or something weird?
I think that's later.
Because you bend it weird. I remember this.
I remember this so well. I think this is my favorite part of the
Oh,
game.
you broke it. Now you gotta go get your broken shell.
I gotta reload this last save.
Broken shell.
Yep, broken shell.
That's the name of the game.
That's so clever. That is so clever.
This
The
is my
stone slab had
favorite
flattened one end of the shell case.
scene in Broken Sword. Other than that other scene that we go and there's a guy and we have to do stuff.
Couldn't
I've never played this game.
No,
You
wait, you
played it
can't
without
leave.
me.
We haven't solved the puzzle yet.
I think you got a pizza roll though.
Yeah, I was right. I gotta get my blue thing back.
Oh yeah, this
remove the
game
stones.
is very strange in that it actually lets you take certain items back after you use them.
There's a lot of backtracking and a lot of reusing of items.
Seriously, is that a pizza roll?
Where? Oh, I like it when the goo comes out.
I don't think it's goo. I think that's pizza sauce and cheese.
Jason, define goo for us.
You know what I don't like?
Define goo.
I don't like finding gunpowder in my pizza rolls.
Or my chili rellenos.
New explosive taste Tostino's pizza rolls.
You know,
Okay,
I
yeah.
heard that south of the line chili rellenos are not the spiciest chili rellenos in the world, and they're not even world renowned.
What? And the people who have heard of them say they're not even spicy.
Aha!
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls.
What kind of Freudian
I could
nightmare
hear
is this
some kind of
game?
Mechanism groaning into life. But
Oh,
whatever
God!
had been triggered had now jammed.
This game is triggering me.
This game's called Sex with Buildings.
I
Nice.
removed the shell case. The crust didn't drop.
Are there any
back
more
down.
brickies out there?
Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
I don't even want to know, Chris.
A brickie is
If
people...
you explain that to me, I'll kick the shit out
Well,
of
too
you.
bad. I guess I'm just gonna get the shit kicked out of me. They're people who are attracted to Brick Road from Earthbound.
That's not as bad as I thought it was. Never mind.
I do get a chubby from Dungeon Man. Because that makes perfect sense. Yay!
Another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide.
Is the shell case the frickin'
But
Hitchhiker's
what
Guide
is it I was
equivalent to the
looking for?
towel?
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you come in here and he's like, someone had something to hide. Oh god! It's a dead body. Oh, this is a crypt. That would explain the crosses and the giant stone doors and everything. Okay, I'm just robbing graves now.
Someone murdered this man 500 years ago.
Oh, it's a cold case? Whoa, did you see that blinking red light down there? I think this room's rigged with dynamite or
Wow.
trip mine or something.
Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
I love Carson Daly. I watch his show every night. Does Carson Daly still have a show? Is that relevant?
I don't know.
Is he dead?
I think he might be.
Okay.
I think that mime killed him.
Oh my god!
Monsieur Carson Daly. That's who we're trying to solve the murder of, right?
Wait a minute. No. I know. He does the Daily Show, right?
The Monsieur Carson Daly show?
No, the Daily Show, right? It comes right before the Colbert Report.
Colbert. That's a French name.
Stephen Colbert did it.
Oh my god.
This means we get to meet Stephen Colbert. Yeah!
Yeah.
So I guess somehow
We're really good.
we beat this game over 20 times.
Yeah, New Game Plus, dude.
So
In 0 minutes, 0 hours.
Wow.
Actually, no. We beat this game over 200 times, it looks.
It looks like, let's see.
So I think we've more than enough met the requirements of a Let's Play,
Yeah,
right?
so see you never, guys.
I mean, there's completionism, and then there's this.
That's
so-
like a good speed run.
Oh my god, and we did it in no time at all!
This game is so
Hold on.
great.
Give us the world record right now! Jay, thank you for suggesting. Jay Hunter, I want to thank you for leading the charge on Twitter for us to Let's Play this game, because it now proved we're the best Let's Players in the world.
Okay, I'm typing some
Jif-
letters.
jif- jif-
Oh,
jif-
hey, it's typing this time. Before we couldn't get it to work. Okay, so, Jason rules. Okay, good. We got it.
The only thing Jason doesn't rule out is spelling.
I was going to say that maybe we should take a screenshot of that and send it to Nintendo Power, but then I remembered, this game's for PC, and then I remembered that Nintendo Power doesn't exist anymore, and I got really sad.
Just don't send it to my work because I'm an editor.
Jason just lost his job!
Well, more Let's Plays.
We'll be right back.